Man, I wish I had something to drink right now. Oh, God. Okay. So, right now I'm sitting down in my garage because I just finished the project. 2 days. Yesterday I bought the wood. I got everything cut. Well, mostly everything cut. And today was a lot of finish and fine work. And I'm hurting. This thing is heavy because all of that wood went into one thing, and really wasn't expecting to have to lift it up on its back so many times. So, and the double top really makes it feel very, very solid. So let's give you a rundown for my tool cart and show you what I am doing. If you haven't been keeping up. So, this is Garage 81. It's a freaking mess right now. I have got so much sawdust on the floor from this project that, and the wind is blowing like crazy, that I've got so much sawdust on the ground from this project that this is about the most I've ever junked up this place. So I got storage way back in the back, and then I got my rolling carts. I got my work table. This is going to get redone completely because that's a mess. My chop saw, and then this sad little utility tool cart that I got from Black & Decker oh so many years ago. Let's pull this guy out so you can see what's going on here. Something's keeping it from rolling now. There. Very heavy. Okay. Big old mess. So there is my rolling tool cart. And it doesn't roll very nicely anymore. I mean, it's kind of sad shape. It's probably maybe not even 30 inches wide. Very small top. 2 handles on either side. So this thing is not really meant to be like rolled around very well. There's a handle here and then there's a handle there. So for as far as space goes, it doesn't really help with space. So, and then my lathe doesn't fit on this either. So I've always got to clean off my workstation in order to fit my lathe on there. And of course, my workstation always looks like that. So, so my solution is to give myself a little bit more room and put it on the other side. Bigger, better rolling wheels. And, the sun is really getting in the way with this. So I eliminated one side of the handles. I have just one set of handles. It's all rounded off all the way around, so that's nice. I rounded off the top. This is that piece of beech wood that I replaced the front strip with. And there is the tool cart. It's 36 inches long, 40 if you include the handles. And we've got storage in there. On the bottom shelf is going to be my lathe, and on the top shelf will be my sander. And then that will keep my surface from getting junked up all the time. That closes up. There's a little lip on the side of the door, so that closes first. That closes second. I might have to sand that edge down a little bit. Those handles look really nice on there, and the wheels roll very well, so I'm kind of happy with this. Yeah, that thing is heavy duty. We're probably talking about I think the cart in itself is probably maybe 100 pounds. Maybe 120 pounds. I don't know. I am used to picking up a lot, so. So yeah. One little machine out of the way, and I can roll it onto the opposite side of the garage now, way over here. Get it out of the way up against this side of the garage, and my lathe and my sander will be hidden away as well. So The door, I cut out of one panel, the face frame and the door I cut out of all one panel, so it all fits together perfectly. Kind of a little trick that I learned from a guy a while back ago when he was doing these. The latches are not perfectly spaced, so I got to space those latches back there. A little bit of fine tuning. I hid the screws that I attached the face frame in behind oak dowels to kind of give it a pinned look, kind of like an old world type of feel to it. And the top is laminated 2 sheets of plywood. I laminated that together and cut and sanded that down and rounded it all off. So yeah, this is going to be a nice little piece. Get to lock the wheels down so it doesn't move. And it's finished. Man, this thing's gonna last me a heck of a lot longer than this broke ass piece of shit right here. This thing, I've been just limping along with this thing. I'm gonna be happy when I throw this away. So, all right, guys. And then, of course, like I said, my next project is I'm going to take this very rudimentary chop saw station, and I am going to add wings that will extend out the base of the outfeed and infeed on there by 2 feet on either side. So I'll have 4 foot, 5 foot. It'll expand out to about 5 feet long. So it'll handle most material that I feed through there. And I saw a gentleman on YouTube do this, and I think, he designed his completely from scratch, and I'm not going to do that. I'm going to take mine and I'm going to adjust it to reflect some of the stuff that he had shown in his. So that'll be the next thing, is doing the chop saw stuff. I am, though, slowly running out of money to be able to do any more work. So my next thing is to change out this workstation to that picture that I had shown earlier of a work table that folds up vertically and has a little tool tray at the bottom, and I can shove that out of the way and pull it out whenever I need it. So essentially this entire shop is going to be somewhat movable and portable, and that's kind of where I want to be at with that. So I think that's it for my updates. I hope you found this tool cart build kind of a interesting deal. I don't have plans to build one of these. I just did it all by eyeball and guessing by golly. It's one of those types of things where you figure out how to do, you learn from it, and then you apply that into your next project. And I did learn a little bit. One of the things that I did learn, I made little mistakes on this handle right here. I wish I had a longer flush trim bit so I could fix this issue. I might take a router sometime later on and re-carve this out just a little bit so it looks a little bit nicer. But for functionality, there's no splintering and everything's very solid, so I have no issues with how it is right now. So if you have any questions, just leave in the comments below, and I guess that's it. That's all I'm really going to be doing for a little bit. I'm going to take a little bit of a break, recoup, and I'm going to start designing that thing, and then I'll come back on and I will work on that. So basically, just to recap, this is just a simple cabinet frame build with wheels, a little bit of strengthening, and some fancy handles, and that's really all that it really amounts to. But normally when you do cabinetry builds or anything like that with pocket holes, you're not doing 3/4 inch all the way around, and that's what this difference is on this one. Is actually 3/4 of an inch plywood all the way around, which will make it very, very strong. So, okay, guys, getting hungry. Gonna go upstairs. Gonna relax and turn the camera around. Oh, by the way, if you really must know, I did have somewhat of a plan of what I was doing right there. There's my cut list on my plywood. There's my second sheet right there. Kind of gives you an idea of where I was going with that. And I just kind of tape my plans up and follow along as closely as I possibly can. Every time that I cut a board down to rough dimension, I would write what it is on there and put the dimensions on it, so that when I come home and I look at it and I say, hey, what board is this? And I can look down at my sheet, I can look on the board, and I can see the dimension, and I've written side on there, and then I know where it's at. So that's a nice little thing. I'm also going to probably do a few tool reviews. Not out of any expertise whatsoever, just my personal opinion on some of the tools that I've been using, and a little comment as to their usability and what you're going to be able to get out of it. So some interesting tools. I say that I have gotten some unique tools collected over a period of time. Probably not going to find them out there all over the place, but you'll be able to find some, or at least something similar to them. And I'll probably also go through and find out what I think a shop probably should, like a starting shop should concern themselves and rig themselves up with, so that they know what to do when they start building up a shop. What do you not think is important that actually will be important? That's what I'm trying to get to say. So that's what I'm going to kind of tackle on the page after this. Kind of hold my phone up a little bit higher so that you're not looking up my nose. Anyway, Garage 81 out.